Okay, where to start? Mm, I want to talk about an experience I just had of being arrested for cannabis and paraphernalia. Um, I'm in the state, well, I was in the state of Alabama. I moved to Georgia now, but in the state of Alabama, where to start? Where to start? Okay, the first thing is I was in distress. My car battery had died at the Wingstop. I stopped to get something to eat. I just came down to visit my kids at my mom's, and I was gonna get some food. Stop at the Wingstop before I headed back up the road. And some of the details are sketchy because I'll get to that part, but I got tased while I was locked up, and I bumped my head. I hit my head like really, really hard on that concrete ass, hard ass, jail ass floor when they tased me. Um, so some of the details are kind of sketchy. So I wanted to put this on the record before I forget all of the details, or maybe an important detail. Okay, so I was arrested. I don't remember for what, but I was arrested. I was never booked. I was never read my rights. I was never processed, fingerprinted. I never got a phone call. Um, I just remember they kept transferring me. I don't know, and I ended up in the Chambers County jail, like the holding cells. I kept asking them why I was there. Could they tell me my charges? Like, what am I here for? I don't understand why I'm here. They just kept saying I had to get bail. Like, they ignored me. Like, I was there from Sunday to Tuesday. I didn't know what day it was. Um, no sense of time. You just locked up. Um, you don't have your personal property. I was trying to call my mom. I couldn't get her. So I asked them, I said, my mom is the only number that I know by heart. Can you please, at least get me my cell phone so I can try somebody else? Um, no look. Well, first of all, the cell that I was in, the longest, the first cell, it had a camera, no phone. Like, somebody came through when I finally got one of their attention. Somebody came through and said, why doesn't she have a phone in here? And that was one of the employees that worked at the Chambers County Jail. So that's when they moved me to the cell with the phone in it so that at least I can call my mom. I think a day had already passed by then, by the time I got my first phone call. I just didn't understand why I was there. Um, and when they finally gave me my charges, they wrote it on a post-it note. Like, I still got it. That's part of my evidence I got for when we finally do go to court about this. Like, they literally just wrote it on a post-it note. I'm gonna go get it. Just hold on. Give me a second. It's in here. I had to put it in one of my boxes, and I might need to turn some light on in here. I just got my candle going. Where is it? Okay, this is literally like the stuff from jail, the post-it note from jail with my charges on it and with my bail on the side. And it's backwards, but at least it's on there. And this is like the little thing they give you to make calls when you get in jail. I had never been to jail before, so I wasn't familiar with any of their procedures. Um, but yeah, where was I at? The only thing that they cared about, I noticed like a pattern of behavior. Like I could beat on the wall. I could say, "Hey, excuse me," and then, "Hey, raise my hand like this." I could beat on the glass. I could do everything to try to get somebody's attention, and I could never get their attention. But the cell is hot and it's cold and it's hot and it's cold and it, yeah. So they gave me a blanket and stuff. So I took off the jumpsuit because I got too hot, and I wrapped the sheet and the blanket and stuff around me. And obviously, when I'm going to get up to pee, you take the blanket off, and they kept yelling at me about getting naked. Like, they would yell through the loudspeaker, or they would send somebody down about me getting naked. That's actually how I got pepper sprayed. She pepper sprayed me not because I was being violent or aggressive towards her. She pepper sprayed me because I was naked, because she didn't want me naked. And it wasn't like I was ever naked for any extended amount of time. It was literally like to change clothes or to get up and go pee. And the explanation that they kept giving was because there are male inmates and male people in the facility as well. But you got on a jumpsuit, no underwear, no bra, no panties. You got on, well, this is, I don't usually wear them anyway. So the thing is every time that I have to go and use the restroom, use the toilet, I had to take down the jumpsuit anyway and expose my breast anyway. And it's glass anyway. So it just doesn't make any sense that you would be so aggressive towards me, towards being naked, when my titties got to be out anyway to pee. And it's glass. I don't really remember why I got tased. I think it was along the same lines, like, why am I here? I don't understand why I'm here. Can somebody please explain to me why I'm here? Like, but these are some things to remember for court. Like, who was the arresting officer? Why didn't they book me, read me my rights? Why didn't they give me a phone call? Why didn't I get processed normally? And the whole reason is cannabis. I smoke cannabis not to get high. I have PTSD from childhood and from military-related trauma. So, and the VA knows that I smoke. So they so-called arrested me on a warrant from 2019. And that warrant from 2019 is when I went up to the VA. Like, they didn't arrest me. They recognized it as a mental health emergency. And they called the ambulance and sent me up to West Georgia Medical. And right after I drove myself from there. I checked into the VA. So everything is documented in my medical records. And I've tried to get the VA, I was actually trying to get pain pills, like prescription pain pills for degenerative arthritis and all up in my spine. And I've had a couple of knee surgeries, ACL, reconstructive surgery, medial lateral meniscus surgery. And this cat is like on me, so I'm trying to stop her from crawling all over me. But yeah, so I say that to say that I smoke for a reason, for pain. And my doctor, my primary care physician, I told him I was using cannabis and cannabis works. And he said, well, keep using it. I really don't want to give you that narcotic because of the, opioid crisis or whatever you want to call it. And I understood what he was saying, but I'm like, man, the police ain't got a problem with prescriptions. The police got a problem with weed, with cannabis. So I tried like all different sorts of angles, like through the VA and through this and that. And yeah, but anyway, the Lynette Police Department, the people who issued the warrant, did not want me because I was actively working with them for some code violations for my home that I had in Lynette. And that's a whole different topic. I'll talk about what happened with my home another time. But it all goes together if you follow. All of this will go together. Stop, kitty. And I guess that's all I got to say for now about that. But I just wanted to get this on camera, on the record.